This story is called Not So Small at All by Sandra Magsamen. Have you ever felt like you're just too small to do important stuff in the world at all? Friends, have any of you ever felt like you're just very, very small in this world? Sometimes adults feel that way too. And friends, here's this tiny, tiny little heart. And that could remind of how we feel sometimes. Well, take a closer look, and then you'll see how the smallest of things are as mighty as can be. Friends, so we zoom in and look closer, we can see that this heart is not so little at all. It is quite big and mighty, brave, and full of love. This itty bitty seed doesn't seem so great at first, but when you plant it in the ground, you can see a flower burst. Friends, so here's a little tiny seed when they first planted it. Then you see a little sprout and then burst. This beautiful, beautiful flower has grown. Bees are tiny too, but they travel far and wide to gather lots of nectar and zip back to their hive. And nectar is a special kind of food that bees can get from the middle of a flower. And this is very important because they eat it and then they use it to make honey. Ants build mini mazes that are hidden in the earth. They can lift enormous objects just a few days after birth. Whoa, friends. So these ants build these beautiful masons or like underground tunnels, and they're also very, very strong. They can lift. Things are so much heavier than they are. So even though ants are very, very small, they're very, very strong and smart. Teeny weeny hummingbirds flutter low and high. Their wings beat super fast as they hum across the sky. So a lot of hummingbirds tend to be very, very small that sometimes it's really hard to see. But guess what? Their wings are meant to be flapping so fast that it's really hard for our bare eye to see. And they're just beautiful, beautiful creatures who also, as bees, love nectar from flowers. This little butterfly is indeed a pretty sight, but when it joins its friends, they'll take a spectacular flight. One butterfly still looks beautiful, but when you see butterflies flying together, it's just a spectacular sight to see. Worms wiggle round and round. These guys are tiny bulldozers moving mountains of soil around. And here you can see pictures of worms on bulldozers. And this is so silly, but in reality, worms can move through the soil really, really smoothly. They're able to do that so well, so they can get to many places under the soil. You might not have known it, but you are amazing too. There are incredible things only you can do. And friends, just like each of these animals and insects, we are very unique and amazing too. There are things that nobody can do except you. You can have a feeling that seems little at the start, but you can help the world if you believe with all your heart. And friends, that is the most important thing. If you do something with love and you really believe in it, you can make it happen. You see, small can be big, in so many ways. It's just by being you that you'll always amaze. Fun, kind, caring, creative, honest, just you. Being you is the best thing you can possibly do, friends. So if you ever think, I can't, because you're just too small, now you know you can, because you're not so small at all. This is so true. And look, these small animals and insects, although they might be small, they do amazing, amazing things. And even though you're a small child, you too can do so many magnificent things. Friends, that is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, even though you might feel small, you are mighty and capable of doing so many things. For the most important thing is just being you. And friends, don't forget to click the like button and ask your grown-ups to subscribe to this channel so you can continue listening to more wonderful stories. Until next time, bye friends.